It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by High Noon.
Whoa.
Yeah, baby.
Look at that smoke coming
That
off
was
the top.
cool. Yeah, that
Pop, pop.
everything
That's
went
the thing
everywhere.
about High Noon just is cool. The packaging, the colors, the can. I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't even like black cherry flavored things, but that's how good High Noon is.
Thank you for being
that I can
honest.
eat that. Yeah, I mean, I'll shoot you straight. Black cherry to me is not my favorite. I think my favorite is watermelon and or pineapple.
I heard peach was incredible. I have not been able to find it yet.
That's funny, because I like grapefruit.
Oh, wow. There's something
What are the
for
chances?
everyone here.
Buy a
unbelievable.
four-pack.
With High Noon.
Yep.
Nooners.
Life.
Drink them all every time of the day, all year round. It's a great time, a summertime drink, but honestly, I could see that once the winter hits, nobody's gonna stop drinking Nooners.
No.
No.
Doesn't matter what, summer, spring, fall, winter, as long as it's noon, as long as you wanna have a good time, enjoy a nice adult beverage, High Noon is the way to go. Hashtag Nooners, tweet out a picture of you and your friends drinking High Noons, whether you're at the pool, at the beach, on the golf course, or just chilling at home. We drink it every Friday night on Friday Night Pints. So basically, it is the summer drink. It's the hard seltzer that has taken over the industry. Forget about every other brand you heard, because this is the real deal. It's vodka and seltzer, which I know sounds crazy for hard seltzer, but everyone else in the game, it's malt, it's sugar, it's fake. This is just straight up your favorite vodka soda drink in a can, which sounds simple, but nobody else does it the way they do it. So revolutionary, the premier hard seltzer. Go get it. High Noon. Enjoy a Nooner.
It's the best. Look at that frosty can, too. That's just delicious
No,
looking.
Dave always talks about drinking it on ice, but I kind of like it with the can.
It's
can
frosty.
stays cold.
It's also
you know?
little side great part about High Noons is the cans are thin. So
Makes
when
it
you
feel-
stack your fridge, it looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You can get so many in there, and I've always prided myself as being the cooler guy.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like when
Oh man, like let's start doing these designer drugs. You
So
seem like
you
a
think-
designer drug person.
You think you're so cool, Big Cat.
when you
Mr.
go
Cooler
out,
than most.
no, like actually
Oh,
stacking
cooler.
the
I
cooler.
thought you meant the more
No,
of the
like
I always find myself
I'm
like
the
cooler
guy
than
who
the
likes
next
to
guy.
set
Oh,
up
yeah,
the
that sounds
cooler
cool, yeah.
so that because I love ice cold drinks in the summer. So I'm the guy who's like, let me do it. Let me set up the ice. Let me stack everything. So I like it for the
The
fridge. too.
cooler guy.
Yes.
I like
cooler
that.
That's a nice little
A
ad
little double
campaign.
entendre.
It
Yeah,
is because
know?
guess what?
High Noon.
Listen, I'll take onus. If you have a drink that's not cold, that's on me. I'll take
Right.
that.
Yeah.
I'll put that
You have
burden
to
on my
control
shoulders.
the temperature for everybody's drinks.
Because everyone has that friend who's just like, oh, who cares? They throws everything
Yeah.
haphazard, and then you get to like, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're drinking warm drinks.
when you open up the
Fuck
cooler
that.
and it's just like on top of
Oh.
a stack of ice, it's like, that's not getting cold.
It's the worst.
Then like one side of the can's a little cold, the rest is warm. Come
So
on.
I'll do it.
These skinny cans, load them up, drink them up. It's a good day.
Did you just say haphazard?
Haphazard.
I thought it was haphazard.
It is haphazard. Did you say haphazard?
Haphazard?
Dan.
It's HAPH.
Dan.
Like a quarter of the hazard.
Haphazard.
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 But wait, as long as you don't
I
think
know
it's
it's a P.
H-A-L-F.
No,
like
I know it's a
half of the
PH, but
hazard.
isn't
Like
PH
laugh.
and F too?
It's H-A-U-G-H.
Phillies?
Haphazard.
Philly PH?
Okay.
No.
It's haphazard.
I'm just happy. I thought you thought it was like half a hazard.
Haphazard?
Like there's full hazard and then
No,
there's
I know it's not
haphazard. It's
half a hazard.
haphazard.
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 Haphazard?
Haphazard.
Haphazard.
I don't think that's right.
Haphazard.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Haphazard.
Well, play that again.
Haphazard.
Haphazard.
Nah, that one is
Haphazard.
not right.
That's like you.
This is like you're just gonna stick to your guns on this one, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm wrong.
The other like 7,999,999,999 people are
Oh,
wrong. You're right.
haphazard is the only word where the PH is not pronounced like an F. So I am right.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
make a rule and then have one thing be against the rule.
That is a pretty good claim to fame for haphazard.
Right.
Like, I'm the only word that doesn't
That's
follow this rule.
bullshit. So
That's
I don't
crazy.
follow that.
This,
I've never
by the
thought
way,
about
is why,
haphazard.
like, when other people are learning English, they must be like, why is there a PH? Why don't you
Exactly,
just
I'm
do a
standing
fucking
up for
F? Why?
those people.
These stupid rules, you know? It's a dumb language.
No, see this bitch, fuck her.
This YouTube bitch. Could you imagine if that was your job, by the way? So what do you do for a living? I sit on YouTube and I pronounce words.
I'm words. I'm
It's
all the
fucking
words.
valuable. How many views are on that?
Haphazard?
How many people didn't
Haphazard.
know how to say haphazard? I bet you there's like 3 people, because you're the only idiot in the world who says haphazard.
That's fucking
gotta be a
bullshit.
robot.
They made a PH and I say it with 2,000 views.
You think it's a person or a robot? You think that it's just like?
That's a good question.
But I think like Siri's a person, or like Waze or whatever
Those
is
are
a
all people who
person.
just have that crazy fucking.
No, I
voice.
don't agree with this. I think there's a rule that like if you don't agree with the pronunciation of something, you can protest with Merriam-Webster.
Oh, okay.
So I will protest.
Irregardless
submit
became
that.
a word this year.
Yeah.
So
right?
like you could just
That
make
makes
it a
no
word by
sense.
just pressing.
Well, you know what it is?
I'm
You know
protesting.
how literally became figuratively, basically?
Right.
Maybe like right now is the day. Going forward, like all the award-winning listeners are just gonna start saying haphazard.
I don't care. I want someone. I want someone.
As I'm saying it, it's
I want
absurd.
someone to file the paperwork for me.
But there's logic to it. Like the
Officially.
PH does make.
Every
I had never
word
thought
with the
about
PH
it.
is an F, except that one. That's bullshit.
But
You're
but
not special, haphazard.
Or you should put like a hyphen, like haphazard, or
Yeah.
like haphazard.
Yeah,
Or
like,
take out the H.
Yeah.
The H is
No, you
doing
need
nothing.
Haphazard.
Oh yeah.
It needs to be.
I thought there was
hap-
two H's.
You know what it needs
Hap-
to be? Like HAPPH. Maybe
Yeah.
like PH.
Haphazard.
You
Oh,
throw a
that's nice.
random L in there or something. Slow you down.
I
L's
like
will
that.
always slow you down. You're like, wait, what? Okay. Half a little hazard?
I like the half idea. Like, there could be a full hazard and a
And a
half
half
hazard.
hazard and a quarter hazard.
That's
and an eighth
bullshit,
hazard.
man. I'm protesting.
This rundown is under protest officially for Dan because he started out sounding like a goddamn idiot. We'll begin with unfortunate news, but absolutely surreal footage of the explosion in Beirut, which is at first it was kind of being characterized as a fireworks explosion, which we've all seen the videos from 4th of July where like the fire. There's one that I think is actually a funny video in like San Diego, I think, where the whole factory blows up. Everyone was safe in that one. I think, as I understand it, it's the sodium nitrate shit. I don't think it has anything to do with fireworks, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, there were like small firework explosions, but I don't think it was like, oh, the Roman candles went off, because this explosion, as I read,
I didn't
was
dig.
like,
What's the sodium? What's the nitrate?
I
shit?
don't exactly know what that means, but there's sodium nitrate, I guess, is like a very explosive material. It was at a port where it had been unloaded off of a boat like 6 years ago and was just like under this building, like just sitting there for 6 years. And I don't know, that's where I think some people think there might be foul play, because it's like, why now did that explode? But whatever sodium nitrate is some like highly volatile and explosive material. And I think there was some sort of fireworks involved, but that's not like the reason and the cause, because what I read was that it was the equivalent of like 2,000 tons of TNT, and that's the equivalent of like 1/15 of like a nuclear bomb. Now that dude on Twitter, Chris Palmer, the NBA guy, who like doubled and tripled down that it was in fact a nuclear explosion. That was like the perfect example of where Twitter, when something serious happens, Twitter's the worst. Where
I
it's
mean,
like,
White
just
Sox
stop.
Dave was.
What did he say?
He was like, I've played enough Call of Duty to know, like, exactly. I mean, he's
That's not
funny
much of a
about it,
laugh,
though.
but I
Like,
mean-
yeah,
No, but I
he's
mean,
funny.
at White Sox Dave,
Right.
you can laugh.
But, like,
Yeah.
I liked it because people got mad. Then they were like, oh, this is.
Who's that?
I think it's my lunch. Hello? Yeah, will you come to the second floor? Thank you.
What'd you get?
Careful, it's haphazard.
Haphazard. Thank you. That was funny because people then got mad. They're like, this guy, like, we don't need everyone's opinion. It's like, come on, dude. He's talking about Call of Duty.
I got dragged because I said the only thing I've ever seen like that is when Cersei blew up the Sept. And then it turns out that it really almost was like wildfire just sitting under the
Yeah.
city. I mean, it's terrifying that this could have just like happened at any moment. But the amount of footage, the one, you see the one on the boat? Where it
Dude,
ripples through the water. The one where the guy's driving. I heard, I got family who has family in Lebanon. 45 minutes away from the explosion, their windows got blown out.
What?
Yeah.
The speed of sound blows my mind.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can, like, you saw it and then you didn't hear
Hear
it.
it until, like it hits.
It's crazy.
I mean, watching
there?
that like ripple through was
Okay.
Yeah, send
Did you eat my food?
slow.
Why'd you come back eating?
Stopped by my desk and had a sandwich.
Sure you did.
You guys were.
Sure you did. That
He
dude
went to
took
get my food. He
that
came
dude
back
took
with
a-
food in his mouth.
Yeah. He took a bite of that sandwich. I would throw that in the garbage. Josh's been eating. your
Damn it.
sandwich.
Spider's giving his lunch. I did not miss
Hello?
lunch.
Yeah. Are you on the second floor? Second floor. Second floor. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
I'm
that's
drinking.
my
You're
bad.
getting lunch.
Do they order?
Disaster.
I thought that was like 15 minutes. It was quick. It was supposed to be 30.
What did you get?
Chicken fingers.
Yum.
Yeah.
Nice like 7-year-old lunch.
Little Wednesday lunch.
What's your favorite Italian chicken dish? I got chicken. I've been on a
Parm?
chicken franchise. Yeah. So
Piccata?
I feel like Parm is like the one.
Marsala.
But I feel like if I had to pick one, I would go chicken franchise.
Which franchise?
Really?
It's like piccata. I don't really know the difference between piccata.
Fuck, I
It's
don't
like a
know what piccata is
lemon.
either.
It's like egg battered, breaded lemon.
What do they all list them?
What do what?
Michelangelo list them. You don't know them off the top of your head?
No, Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Some Italian you are.
Marsala.
Piccata.
You're just saying.
You don't
everything I
know
say. You're just repeating the ones that
I
I
like
say.
it.
Piccata.
I only ever eat chicken.
Marsala. There's like.
Keep going. Find them. Google it.
Yeah,
Google it.
okay.
What
Want a
about
list.
What about
Do they pound it out?
Scaparelli?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. You gotta pound it out. Florentina.
Scaparelli?
I think
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
saying cities. Those are just
Scarpiello.
cities.
Scarpiello.
Scaparelli.
He just went, for those not on the camera, he's went like this. Hey.
Italian
I
chicken.
know it. We need Frankie Borelli here right now. We had Frankie on Friday night.
Cacciatore.
Cacciatore. See, I don't know
Yeah,
what
what's
these are, though.
cacciatore?
I want to see all these.
It is a
Have fun editing all these chickens.
some good
Yeah,
pictures
you're
here.
gonna learn after
Well,
this.
but
You're
the
gonna
reason I
learn
bring it up
today.
is yesterday I put chicken franchise on bread. I ate it as a sandwich for the first time. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Some people told me.
I
that
mean,
you do
chicken
that.
parm's a sandwich.
Oh, chicken
Yeah.
piccata's good.
Are you
But
looking
see,
at 'em?
chicken piccata is just inferior franchise in my mind.
Chicken Parmesan, we know that. That was a
It all
different
looks
Parm.
good.
They're all different
Yeah, they all look
Parmesans.
pretty
I feel
good.
like chicken parm really, that's kind of like the goat.
Cacciatore?
What's cacciatore?
Dude, this
I know the
guy.
name, but-
What's going on, Josh?
Well, he already ate it, so. He's like, I delivered your food, but somebody ate it.
Josh is licking his chops over there.
Josh gave the job to someone else.
Delegating it.
I'm like,
Anyway,
chicken
all right.
salad?
Let's
No.
get back on track
on
here.
Beirut.
Lemon cream
Yeah,
chicken
Beirut,
with
I mean-
champagne risotto and
Lemon
asparagus.
cream is delicious.
Dude, Rachel Ray, I feel like Giada just stole her lunch.
Who's Giada?
You think that
What?
Rachel Ray was the queen? You don't know Giada?
No, I don't know
Giada's like the queen, bro.
Is Giada
Chill
another?
out.
Is she?
Put it over there,
Is
put
she
it
over there.
Rachel Ray?
Take it easy.
adjacent?
She's like sexy and does the cooking. Like she.
And she does
No,
the
like Rachel Ray.
pronunciations.
Bruschetta pancetta, bruschetta pancetta.
No, but Rachel
saying
Ray
Rachel
is
Ray's not
turned
sexy?
into like the talk show girl.
Yeah,
Giada's
right.
like straight cooking. Homie,
Yeah.
You know.
She does the mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Yeah. She makes it really sound like you're in
That's
Italy.
So that was
She dropped
Frankie
vowels.
on Friday Night Pints. We went through all of the ways, all the stupid things he says, and I mean Frankie turns into like a full-blown Italian when he starts. He can be
Right.
talking completely normal, and then he's like.
When people come here, they ask for the guinea fucking shit.
Yeah, right.
Mortadella. Like, it's not even the same letters.
How about gabagool and capicola?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah.
I mean, those are two entirely different words.
It's true.
Gabagool.
You have a little gabagool with your pizza.
It makes haphazard kind of look pretty normal. They're just totally invented words. At least I'm living by the rules that I was given.
You're just doing hooked on phonics.
Yeah.
They're changing everything around.
Listen, anyway, with Beirut, they said the report I saw was like over 100 people dead. It's like, yeah, I mean, no fucking kidding. I think unfortunately that number's
probably
gonna
more,
keep climbing. So horrible stuff. I think that if that was America or like a popular European city or something, it would be all anybody's talking about, and instead it's kind of like this back burner, look what happened in Lebanon thing. So prayers up to everybody out there in Lebanon. It's a scary scene. On to lighter topics. Russell Wilson, Mr. How do you say it? I already forgot.
It's your
Mr.
thing. You like it.
I do. I love it. Mr.
Unlimited. Yeah, you gotta be unlimited.
Unlimited was like, I think he's on drugs.
Oh, they think this person, think that person. Love you, Pete, but it's Mr. Unlimited.
He sounds
Such an
completely
Uber.
outrageously weird. Like he was trying to kind of own up to it. He's like, yeah, I know it's Russell Wilson, like boring old Mr. Russell Wilson, but I'm Mr. Unlimited.
He sounded like a wrestler. He
Yeah, I
sounded
was
like
gonna
a
say it was like
Polynesian
a
wrestler.
bad WWF
Is he
promo
Polynesian?
cut.
No, there is something to be said, and I don't want to dip into like QAnon. By the way, did you see
boy.
that we got?
Let's do it. I want to.
Well, no,
How
I
does
got.
this go to QAnon?
I think it was this rundown when I got quoted. It was after Dave. So it was the day that Dave went to the White House, or the day after. So there's other news at Barstool, but the Daily Beast just put a quote of mine in a QAnon article, like
About
trying to
what?
get. the Tommy G guy we talked
Oh,
about.
yeah.
And I
Who,
think
by the way,
my quote was
yikes.
like he's gonna like rob the Declaration of Independence
Yes.
if like the
Quoted
coronavirus goes
again.
along. And they used my
They
quote
said that for
as
real?
like verbatim. They're like, yeah, Big Cat said on a rundown.
Some people think he's gonna
like,
break into the
everything. He's
the
gonna
White
figure
House.
out all the world's mysteries. But anyway, there is something to be said about once you get a certain level of wealth, I think something happens to your brain. Like,
Fart gun.
Do you think that's
you
what's
just
going on
become,
here?
yeah.
Hey, let me.
With Russell Wilson?
Yeah,
He's
like
too
you
rich?
ask drugs, like it's not drugs, but like
Russell here. Yes.
he's in like a, like again, I don't want to be like there's a rich cult of people.
This is me. I control the fucking weather.
But kind of.
But kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's just simply that they just aren't around regular people.
he's in a
They're not
bubble.
around guys
And they
who are
get-
saying
and you get
haphazard.
So much hate,
Right.
and you just can't be normal.
It's Mr. Unlimited.
Like, I have unlimited money now.
See, alter ego. He's like, I gotta come up with this.
He's creepy, yeah. It's
I
creepy.
have an alter
He's a
ego.
goober. He's a goober.
His name's Mr. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
But yeah, there's something that happens.
It sounds like I'm Mike Lowry. I'm Mr. Unlimited.
He thinks it sounds like that,
Yeah,
but,
but
it
he
doesn't
doesn't.
sound
He's
like
such-
that
he's
at
gotta
all.
He's got to be the biggest
He's a goober.
loser, like ultra successful. I wish I were you. You're a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but loser of all time, right?
He's a goober.
Like who else would be even approaching his status of success and money and hot famous wife and all that shit, but also like would you trade lives with Russell Wilson? I think I'd be like, I don't want to be that guy.
I would still. Just
But I mean,
'cause
but
he's-
Is
imagine,
Magic
I know,
Johnson
of course,
like
but
that?
imagine
Like
being
Magic Johnson a little bit, or like he's not even.
No,
he's
Magic
like
is
aloof,
cool.
but he
Magic
had like.
is cool. He just
he
had
had
to stop
the 80s.
fucking.
Yeah, he still had the 80s.
Like that did
And
change.
the
Like I
70s,
think
right?
that probably.
Could you imagine? I mean, think about that. You can have the Super Bowl, you can have the money, the wife, all that. It's amazing. But if every time you walk in a room and start talking, like that's what you sound like, and people, I don't know. I really don't know if I would trade lives with Russell Wilson.
I'm trying to think. It's a good question.
Mr. Unlimited, I trade lives with.
It's
Mr.
a whole different
guy.
Unlimited.
Who's like up there?
There's a few golfers that are,
Like LeBron does loser stuff, but I still think he's cool.
Like when he walks in a room, LeBron's still
Right.
like, holy shit. And
Right,
obviously
right.
Russell Wilson is too to normal people. But when he walks in a room with other athletes, I think people are
No,
like,
LeBron
what
would do
up,
that
dork?
though. LeBron would do.
He would,
LeBron
but
put out that
LeBron
video.
does that stuff, but like that's not. I feel like when LeBron does it, you could tell he's like doing it, and he knows like this is kind of goofy LeBron.
You think?
I think that's Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
that's who
cool.
he is.
This is awesome.
Like he walked around the rest of the day. He's like, no, it's Mr. Unlimited now.
He even had someone
That
else
really
in the
does sound
video.
like a bad wrestler name.
Was that Sierra in the video in the background,
Yeah, I think
like
so.
feeding him lines? It
Yeah.
just made,
Well,
it makes
that's
her
probably-
look worse too.
Who brings you motivation, Russell?
Mr. Unlimited.
I think she's probably trying to be like, come on, baby, let's like be cool. And then he does that. It's like, oh no, Mr.
Who's
Unlimited.
a goober? I mean, Eli was a goober, but he's
those are-
that's
he's supposed
different,
to
I
be.
guess. Yeah, and he was
He looked like a
private.
dad.
He
He's
also
like a
was
goofy white
private.
guy.
He was private
Mhm.
too.
Mr. Unlimited is way up there on the list as far
But he's
as.
gonna fuck people up. Like he's a,
I know.
he's
I mean,
a
he's
beast.
that good.
He's
I
like
know.
a beast where it's like you can't even really say anything to him.
I think
Top
most
3
guys
quarterback.
like him. Like Larry Fitzgerald is like that dude, but he doesn't try to then go be Mr. Unlimited. He's just like, I'm quiet. I just do what I do.
Right.
And that's the difference. There's a lot of guys like him who are quietly like not. They don't have the swagger, but they don't try to have the swagger.
Yeah.
He's trying here with the Mr. Unlimited.
He's
and
getting
it's
like
not
swagger injections. Like he's
Maybe
like
that's he got
Yeah.
like a swagger
Artificial
transplant.
swagger.
And his
He got a
body, his
transplant.
body's
I
like
think that's
rejecting
just
it.
Sierra. That's just
Yeah,
like that's
just-
the
yeah, he has.
artificial.
I mean, could you imagine Future to Russell Wilson? You go from Future to Mr. Unlimited. I mean, that
Mr. Unlimited is pretty cool.
Mr.
Crazy.
It's not Mr. Unlimited, Dan. It's Mr. Unlimited.
No, don't do that. If it was just Mr. Unlimited, I think I'd be
Mr.
down for it.
Unlimited.
It does make my skin crawl. Every
I'll
time
get a
I hear
jersey
it.
with that on the
it's
back.
like styrofoam rubbing against each other.
Mr. Unlimited. You guys are gonna have a field day with this on PMT.
I mean,
This
the
is gonna
problem
give you like
is
6 months of material.
It's like fucking him and JJ Watt. Like, why did the?
Dan is like distraught over this.
It just sucks. 'Cause
Where
it's
are
like,
we at, by the
why?
way? Like,
why?
Last time I saw anybody really speaking out was JJ Watt saying like, we don't know what the fuck's going on. Is there any
Well,
progress?
Kelly Stafford said yesterday
Oh, boy.
she lit into the NFL because they Stafford got like a couple false positives and basically had everyone freaked out. So yeah, no, the NFL's a mess. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Insane, man.
Same with
Absolutely
college
nuts.
football. I mean, it's like college football is going to be a domino that falls before the NFL if it happens. Like if If
Yeah,
college
I'm
football
nervous.
doesn't happen, then
I'm
the NFL is
nervous.
probably not going to happen.
Well, I feel like the SEC is going to play.
Yeah, the Big
no
Ten
matter
just
what
released their
happens,
schedule
those guys
today.
are going to be like, we don't care. I mean, I think it was Colorado, the report that was like, players saying, we're being told not to take the test.
Yeah,
to
no,
hide
they're
our
faking
results.
it. Yeah, no.
I mean, it's like anything else in, college football in general has always been kind of like a toxic, like play through injuries,
right.
lie about your status. Like the only thing that matters is playing, and now they're doing it with like a fucking pandemic.
Right.
It's gonna get ugly. But I do believe that the individual conferences are gonna say, fuck it, do whatever. Did you hear our idea on CCK to come up with like a bubble, but for fans? I think you guys would like this. Down in SEC country, pick like Tuscaloosa or whatever, you can opt in and be a fan in the bubble. You can go to the games and all that. You just can't go out. And we almost create an entire community for college football in Alabama where you live, breathe, and watch it, and you can be a part of it. But it's like if you were the doctor, you're a doctor and you opt in, you're now like the SEC bubble doctor.
I'm
and if
down
you're
for
like
that.
a chef, you cook the food. And I'll be the blacksmith.
I'm down for that.
You create a little commune.
It's the Olympic
where-
Village.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you like a village, and then it's
What
like
do
you
you-
get to
what
go
do
to
you
the
fucking
games and
got
enjoy
horseshoes?
it. Yeah,
What do you
sure.
want?
Listen, we're gonna go back in time. All that matters is football and survival.
I like it. I like
and
it.
then we, on the outside, you could pay like almost like Truman Show. You could watch these people live because the scenery down there. All the people who'd be crazy enough to opt into that world. Those are the people that kill each other over like Alabama, Auburn.
Yes.
I'm in for that.
sounds electric.
Anything to keep it going, but I don't know. Baseball, our second half of the rundown is brought to you by Premier Lacrosse League, PLL. Dan, you're an owner?
Yeah, our team's out though.
Oh, okay.
We lost.
Do you think that perhaps you're maybe the
Water
worst
Dogs lost.
sports owner in the world? It's like you and the Wilpons.
First is coaches. So Andy Copeland, Robert Cross, and Brendan Dawson. Are you guys coaches?
Brendan Dawson.
Brendan
I like
Brendan
that. That's a very
Awesome.
lacrosse name. Mm-hmm.
Robert Cross.
Robert Cross. Too.
Brendan, how do you spell Brendan? Bryndyn?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
So that passes.
Yeah,
Are
actually,
any
yeah,
of your
no,
teams
I
successful?
don't. I was thinking about it. No,
Yeah, I know.
not even close.
Which team do you own?
Swansea.
No, Premier Lacrosse.
Water Dogs.
The Water Dogs.
So
They
how are
did make the
out?
playoffs.
What do you mean? Oh, so they're just eliminated?
Every team made the playoffs.
And they just got finally eliminated?
First round exit.
People were mad because we put out that graphic yesterday, like Water Dogs make the playoffs first in the inaugural season. Teams that haven't made the playoffs in the last decade, and just listed like the Browns, the White Sox, like
What's the playoff format? Oh my God.
it's just a tournament. It's a tournament.
One and
So-
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone makes it. There's only 7 teams.
And
Yes,
the
Remy.
first one's
I'm
out?
laughing because it's so awesome. Shout out to the Premier Lacrosse League. You can catch them.
I'll watch this final.
You can catch them on NBC. I believe the game's at noon. Catch the fever, PLL. I mean, it's the sport of the future.
Yes.
Right? Been the sport of the
Yes.
future. It's the sport of the now. It's the sport of the present.
Do Water Dogs have a consolation game? The Water Dogs jerseys are awesome. The purple that they have are sick.
You've been in the stands as a big cutout, right?
Yes.
That's been you and
Yes.
Erica. So, I mean, PLL is
Did they have a
that.
bubble?
Yes.
Do they?
Yes.
How-
We're in
I mean,
Utah.
So why not the SEC?
Right? I mean, if PLL can do
No,
it in Utah.
the fans?
Yeah.
No, it's cutouts.
Oh, okay. No, I understand.
The
there should
teams
be.
are in the bubble.
But because, I mean, the Premier Lacrosse League is that exciting that there
You
should
thought I
be
went to
fans.
Utah?
Yeah, I thought you were in a bubble for a little bit. I didn't realize.
Bubble Big Cat. Bubble
I
Cat.
see you every
You
single
and
day. I've seen you
Erica.
every single day for the last 5 months.
Garbage, 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 garbage. Yeah! Garbage.
Getting conflicting information. He just said that you were in the stands, and I've seen you every day, so I don't know what to believe.
I wish I was there though. It's electric. I mean, Premier Lacrosse is that shit. And I mean, if Dan's on board with it as an owner, you should be too. You can catch the PLL, Premier Lacrosse League, watch the Water Dogs. Not this year, next year.
Oh yeah, we're coming for
But
that ass
it's
next
playoff
year.
time. It's you want to get that March Madness satisfaction that you didn't get back for the NCAA tournament. You got Premier Lacrosse League. So check them out on NBC this weekend, Sunday, PLL. Juan Soto dancing on top of the dugout last night after a home run. I'm sure, I think our guy RDT said it best. I'm sure Mike Wilbon is going to have a fucking meltdown over this. I'm sure this is something that sports writers are going to think is the end of the fucking world. Especially, it's funny like when people overreact to dumb things like that in the midst of, like the reason why he's even doing this is because there's actual real
no
problems
one
in the world.
stands, yeah.
So just embrace it and enjoy it. I think between Joe Kelly And Juan Soto, it's like, wow, look, baseball's actually doing some like entertaining and wild, like cool shit. And they'll probably both be. We know Joe Kelly's suspension. I'm sure Juan Soto will be like out for a week or something for this. It's ridiculous.
I feel like baseball players are naturally goofy. Like if at a rain delay, like they're always doing like fucking rock paper scissors across the dugout or slip and slides and shit like that. And like all the instincts of baseball is to not let them do that, which is so fucking stupid. And this should be the time that they break free.
Because baseball's like tedious. Like Rizzo was doing the he had hand sanitizer in his back pocket for whenever someone got on first.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I mean, there's so much downtime in baseball that it is always, you're spitting seeds, you're putting the bubble gum on top of the hair, you're lighting people's heels on fire. There's always those traditions. And
but baseball being forced to be different could be the best thing for it, because it's like you crack the shell, because
you show some personalities.
Right, exactly, and like maybe you realize that there's like a different way to do things and different ways to make it engrossing, rather than just having to be the exact same thing and people being pissed when it's not traditional.
Even like this is getting shared now, and like you're getting highlights out there because it's a funny, quirky thing, and then maybe people say, oh, like what was the score there? Who hit the home run? Let me watch a little more. So more of that, please. They beat the shit out of the Mets, though. I mean, the Mets are so bad.
Shit show. It's a shit show. It's what the Mets are running these days. Shit show. It's a shit show.
So
I watched the
They're just a bad
your
baseball team.
post game show and Clem just being in the dark.
Clem
It's so
in the
funny.
dark outside. Clem is without power for the next 4 days.
How is that possible?
I don't know. And he's
Where
just
does he
like
live? Is
he in Beirut?
He lives north of the wall. He lives north of the wall up in. I mean, he lives. It takes him like 2.5 hours to get here.
What?
Yeah. He lives very far away.
Where does he live? Delaware?
No,
what?
Mayapack, I believe.
It takes 2.5 hours to get to Delaware.
I know. He could be multiple states away with the distance that he is.
What?
Yep. It is insane. But because of that, he's got like this beautiful house and this huge backyard, and I mean, he's far enough away that he gets.
But
all
he
the
probably
perks,
like
but
has to deal with bears and shit.
he has wildlife.
Rare spiders.
Yeah. I mean, he has to deal with being out of power for 4 days when it rains.
What the fuck?
And he's just kind of like, I'll be out
What is
for
he
4 days.
doing? What is he?
I mean, honestly, if that was me, no joke, I am
Get a
packing the
hotel.
bags. I'm getting a hotel. I'm going to see family. He's like, do you know how hard it is to explain to a 5-year-old that she can no longer play video games for the next couple days just because there's no electricity? Like, that's not a concept that kids can understand. So he's sitting there in the car charging his phone with the USB charger in the dark, trying to live. I mean, this is.
That's crazy.
You can't. In the year 2020, you cannot survive like that.
Can't
4 fucking days. So prayers up for homie Clem.
He lives in New Jersey?
He's like bordering Canada. It's nuts.
What the fuck?
There's got to be one more topic. I can't even remember. Oh, shout out to Heneasy. Heneasy launches the PlayBarstool app, which is a free, totally free, no gimmicks, a truly, literally free app where you can bet on all the Stool Streams games. So Hank was given the freedom and the green light a couple years ago to build this out, and that's why he started with the Jenga and the ping pong and the Mario Kart and all that shit that you guys have been playing and watching. So now you can bet on it.
How are we gonna make money? We're just giving money away? That's just like nobody pays money and we give money away?
I mean, it's just.
That doesn't sound like a sound business plan.
We are here for the people.
Next Wednesday, Donnie and I are a team for Jenga. Are you in?
Brandon and I are a team for Jenga.
Oh man.
We're the bad boys of Jenga. We're gonna fuck you up.
I could see Brandon's like big fat paws being terrible for Jenga.
Uh huh.
You need like dainty little fingers to like have a little finesse. Like
You're gonna knock it all over.
Ogre. Like it's like playing Jenga with Shrek.
No, I'm a showman of Jenga. I'm the Johnny Weir of
cocky
Jenga.
with it?
You are?
I'm
You're
a
like doing it?
yes.
I didn't know about that.
On this.
I didn't hear about
wait
that.
till you see me on that Jenga court.
I mean, I saw you cheating on Jenga, basically knocking over Billy Football's tower.
What?
Yeah, remember you were up there whacking those bricks over?
I didn't touch the bricks. It was ruled in the booth.
Sure.
I didn't touch it.
Sure.
The booth. We need referees for the Jenga because some people cheat. There are Jenga cheaters
Like
out
Dan.
here. Yeah.
Like Dan.
It's fucked.
What are you talking about?
Right? You
There's
knocked
gonna
over
be
that
booth
tower.
reviews.
Wait, what are you? You're talking about two separate things here. One, are you talking about the tower that fell?
That you touched.
Did not touch it.
I think the tape said otherwise.
The tape absolutely proved that I did not touch it. Billy freaked out because I gave him a rush. You can rush in Jenga.
Just a Russian stop?
No, he was doing his move, and he was finishing, and I gave like a little, I'm about to go, and then he finished too quick and it fell
Mind
over.
games.
Yeah.
Jenga's much more mental than people realize.
Right.
Man.
Stuff is.
How many miles are you?
Oh, an early Jenga! There's the record. At all.
I do believe the very first inaugural stream involving the PlayBarstool app is Dave on the call, allegedly. That's what I saw on the blog.
Yes.
If he comes.
With Jake Marsh, who I don't even know if he's ever talked to. Jake
I was gonna say that's gonna be an awkward.
And Jake is
duo.
Jake is a professional's professional.
Yeah.
Like he does his homework. He interviews guys before.
If everybody at Barstool could be a Jake Marsh,
right?
This place would
we would have
on the
been
moon by
at
now.
the moon. Yes, we would have built the spaceship.
So Dave and Jake on the call.
We got intern week 2. Do you have any interns?
I have an intern, but she's not. We found her like separately. She's not involved in this. She's not here. She's like zooms in and stuff. But yeah, the dude with the crazy hair went and got a haircut.
Which Sean?
Yeah, right. Sean? Yeah, like he came in, like he got a haircut now on like day 3. Isn't that weird? Like he came in with the bad hair, and now he cleaned it up. Like he probably should have done that to start.
Are you talking about Sean or Kevin?
I don't know that one.
That's
Who's that?
Sean. That's Sean.
Yeah, didn't you know you had brown on the bottom before?
His roots.
Yeah. I tried to color it and accidentally turned it yellow. Tried to color it, accidentally turned it yellow. Yeah.
Dude, did you go to Notre Dame?
Do you have a ring to show us?
Sean's wearing a ring, Notre Dame shorts, and Notre Dame socks.
Wow, the socks on top of it.
I love
hair.
the ACC.
And hair.
I'm a big ACC fan too. Yeah.